All right, let's see if we're back. Let's see if we're back from outer space. Na, 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 na. Let's try that again. Yeah, hopefully it's better. I don't know. Maybe I got in the crappy queue. I don't know. I don't know. Streaming services are weird. All right, let's see if anybody else. Is anybody else joining tonight? I don't know if anybody's joining tonight. If you guys want to join, once more with feeling. If you guys want to join, you haven't done this, please read the DS info, get on the server, because we're going to get going momentarily. Ron's going to hang out with me today if nobody's going to join in. But like I said, you're welcome to join and do your thing. Hopefully it's better. Hopefully everything is better. Things are looking up. Things are looking up for the stream. Things are looking up for the stream. All right, let's 7 minutes late. Ron, what's going on, man?
Doing well, glad to be here.
Good, glad to have you here. I don't know if anybody's going to join or not. I mean, I'm kind of late in doing this. So I was hoping there was other people that had been lazy like me and and wanted to jump in and do it. But otherwise, you know, we can hang out together. We haven't hung out in a long time, unless you got other better things to do than hanging out with me. I mean, I don't know.
If it's Astroneer, I'm here.
You're here. All right, sweet, sweet. We have a seed farm anywhere?
Only for Sylvie, because that's the only snail I run with.
Sweet. You only
we can sort. Yeah, I just need the light.
Just need the light. No problem.
I just walk to the light, you
know. All right. Well, I will stay here just momentarily. Let everybody come back in. I feel bad for not having a good stream on the start, but you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Sometimes occasionally it happens, you know? It's like tuning into a radio station and you're not quite tuned in perfectly, so you have to fiddle with it a little bit. That happens occasionally, right?
You mean it's like real life?
It's not magic. I wish it was, but it's not magic. All right, we're going to take the train over to your base. I'll get in. Whoo. Check it. Check this rail line. So smooth. So smooth. You guys been doing anything crazy with the rails?
Nothing too crazy. I've been looking around to see what other folks have been doing, and it's been interesting. You know, our take has been one of how can we integrate this into our existing base to make it more functional. So that's sort of the slant we've taken.
Right.
And it has worked out quite well.
I know that Tactile is doing a crazy circus thing that he's been posting on Discord, and I can't wait to see the rail line that he integrates in. All right, let me see here. You gotta watch out for your arms. I don't want to get armed.
They should all be powered off with nothing running. You may want to grab a stream light. Oh, you've got one. Cool.
I got a Sylvie light.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jammin', what's going on? All right, let's see here. Where is the rocket launcher at?
It's all over on this side.
Okay.
There's just one platform. I figure if other people come in, we can set up, you know, 2 or 3 to at least for bringing back and clearing out the care packages.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I like I said, I'm not entirely sure how many people are doing what. So I have nothing of nothing, which is awesome. We have 16,000 bytes. Dude, we rock, man. We are rocking. Payload value is 120. Takes 160 to get the AMPP throwback bundle. Doesn't that sound tasty? So that's 2 things, right? And then dot communication, thinking, and forge ahead, which are new stuff. Hey, who's tooting their horn? Hey. Hey. What, is this like, this is your crabs? What are these? They look like crabs going by with their hands up. Toot, toot, toot. Everybody saying hi, Ron?
That's a bug in the on the dedicated servers.
Really?
The arms, the crab train that you see is there to load the resources when you do a trade. So they automatically load the resource line that you see lined up. But every now and then the audio will glitch out and it'll do that to us.
So what is the purpose of that thing? I mean, it's moving like...
The auto arms do not load, will not work from a train if it's moving, but they will work if it's stopped. So that train moves and stops, back and forth. The cars that you see running continuously deliver resources to them, and then they swing around and put it in whichever...
They put it over here.
Whichever one it belongs in.
Oh, that's an interesting solution to that problem.
Yeah, this particular base, I decided to build up with nothing but resin. So all the train tracks run out and collect resin, bring it back, it's converted to scrap, and then we trade for whatever's needed to fill the resource line.
Right.
And that's basically the objective, is just to keep the resource line with 32 items in each of the canisters. We don't do the high-level stuff, so it only runs compound through lithium.
Interesting. Zen, what's going on, buddy? Been a minute, for sure. Been a minute. How you been, brother?
Hi, Zen. Zen helped build this base.
Oh, nice.
This save has been up on the public server, I think, since February, March. So there's a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, there are several bases scattered around. Some other ones on Silva and some on some of the other planets. So this just happens to be the first place we decided to start the rails.
And this is like I said, this is on the public server. So for those of you guys that are still playing Astroneer on a regular basis, and you want to join in with some people, I don't know how often people are. How often are people on here? Is it frequent, infrequent?
I would say it's infrequent for folks other than, you know, I'm here, Kilmowski's, and Zen typically drop in. Hull has passed through a time or two, and of course Josh. Other users come in, you know, ask about the server. They come in for a little bit. Some of them stay, some of them move on, but it's always here. And if anyone is interested, right, just drop a note in chat. Hey, I need someone to help me with something, or I want to do something. You know, we'll start a new save and we're ready to go.
Nice, very nice. I got a reward of a bunch of garbage. Guess I could throw it through the scrapping process if needs be. Jeff, what's going on, bud? Been pretty good. Good to see that the save's still going. Have you had any issues with the connection dropping intermittently? I haven't been on the public servers that much. I mean, typically for me now, Astroneer is if there's something new, get out there, do a couple tutorials, play for a little bit, and then drop off. Go on to other things that people are more interested in watching or doing. I mean, though, we have a dedicated team, but, you know, I've played this for so long now. I'm finding... I mean, I'm not a good sculptor like Tactile is, where Tactile's creating, like, these incredible things on... typically, where he can do the true flat stuff. And I've kind of run the whole gambit of building racetracks and all that stuff. So there people have started making suggestions on going back and revamping some of the automation stuff, like doing fully scrap automated or a fully some sort of ammonium automation type related stuff. So I might in the future get back and do some of that stuff. Need a paver to build a ramp up to Aatrox gateways. If the reward is garbage, it's not a reward. It was a light reward. If you don't have those, it's a nice reward. Tay, what's going on? How you been? Sorry, not ignoring you, just answering. Kind of gave up when automation started. Got a bit complicated for the casual old player, but I still love the game. Yeah, I try to break down the tutorials into something that's easy to figure out. Yeah, I don't think we did a hoverboard racetrack. We should go back and look at the hoverboard racetrack. See if we can come up with something interesting. Thinking about reworking the Armageddon base with trains. Oh my god. Still fighting the fight? Good to hear. Armageddon base with trains. I mean, that thing is just a pig to load. You guys ate up so much soil. Too bad you can't just copy the base and put it on a new save and then, you know, just dig down and do an Astronium to scrap conversion. I think you guys were soil to scrap, right? And then running everything off the scrap line.
Right.
Because you guys did so much deformation, the save was taking a long time to load up, right?
Very long. It's up around 50 megs, I do believe.
Wow. So this process is goes down, gets some laterite, smelts it. What kind of power we got going here? Because things are running kind of slow. Took ages to load from Australia. I bet. Have an old save that's 70 megabytes, takes many minutes to load. Do you have a sticky file save? I have some old sticky terrain saves too. People are still commenting on your Armageddon stuff, you guys. I don't know if you've gone into the comments recently at all, but every once in a while people will leave some more comments in there. How'd you do that? I can't believe, you know, you guys did that. So awesome.
Yeah, someone asked for a copy of the download. I think it was last week. So I pointed them over to the share area. So it's still out there if anyone is brave enough and patient enough to load it.
To load it, yeah. I don't know, there's some good info in there. I mean, if you want to learn how to do... I mean, I think you guys automated the entire process off of scrap, so if you want to just look at some of those machines that they built, you can figure out how to do the automation on your saves. And you guys even did nanocarbon, right?
Yeah, everything. Zen would not stop until it was all done. He did some nice work on. I really love the low level stuff, and I also like the way he did the chem labs, which is where the steel and titanium alloy and nanocarbon are produced. think I manually turned those arms off and got them out of sync. They should turn on when the trains come in. So there are 2 rail lines running down to, I think, 2 thumpers. And they're each on a healthy laterite deposit.
Nice.
And the rail cars are driven back and forth based on the storage being full or empty. Very simple. So when the storage is empty, it takes off. When it's full, it takes off. The line is dead-ended on each end, so.
Right.
Yeah, Michael came in, I think, last week or week before last, and also ran the LTE. It was just him, and I think it probably took, Michael, maybe 15 minutes?
You guys, for your track coming in, is it just a loop for resources?
No, it's that one's kind of interesting. There are 2 tracks,
Right.
That bring in resin. They're both dead ends, but one just dead ends at the thumper, and it's set up identical to the cars on the aluminum on the laterite.
Right.
But the other one goes to a station, and the station has 5 separate individual lines that run into it. So the car that goes out to the station, and that's the one on the near side, nearest the field shelter, it actually runs out to the station and grabs 8 pieces and brings it back. Everything is set to bring back a small amount, simply to extend the amount of time it takes to do anything. Even though there are 5 separate lines and 5 thumpers, 5 resource extractors out in the field, each line only brings in 2 pieces of resin from the thumper. So it brings it into the station, loads it, goes back to the thumper to get another couple. When it was initially set up, all of the resource extractors were only a few feet away, because I tried to pick a spot for the station in the middle of a number of deposits. But that was thousands of resins ago. So now the lines are relatively long, and the intent is that you can easily readjust the extractor, set it on a new deposit, or reposition it on an existing deposit, and then just realign the end of the rail line to point towards it, and it just continually runs.
When you say you're running off of resin, you're converting resin into something and then scrapping
Right.
it?
If let's see, you're over there. Yeah, if at the head of the base or near the shelter, there's a canister with 400 resin in it, and there's a scrap line, a set of arms and shredders, and we're making canisters, right? So that canister's full with 400. The trade platform is automated to where you can go in and say, give me 5 rounds of compound, right? It will automatically launch, which will trigger the entire line to start producing more scrap to try to keep these 2 scrap canisters where I'm standing full. So once if I take a piece off of this, you'll see the whole line wakes up.
Yep.
And it'll shut itself back off once this canister is full. Well, once this canister is full, and this platform that I'm standing in front of, once it's full again, then the whole thing will shut down.
What's the conversion rate on the scrap, on the canister? Is that quarter?
4 to 1.
It's a quarter. Okay, so quarter
Right,
per.
Yeah. So it's very expensive. It takes a long time, but this is truly a case of 90% of the fun is getting there.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I picked resin, because it is so slow. It takes a lot of effort to get it, but it gave us a nice opportunity to set up rail lines and try to figure out what's the best way of moving things from point A to point B, and keeping things under control.
Right. Hole, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. We'll send off a partial here. I don't know if this is going to take 15 minutes because the aluminum's a little slow.
Why?
You want to see what's going on down there?
Yeah.
Or-
No. The problem is that the arms are not loading it, and I don't know why.
Keep
Let's
shutting
see.
off.
No, it's like they're not triggering when the train comes in. Right? They shut off when the train leaves, and they should cut back on when the train comes back. So there may be a problem with the sensor. I'll replace them in a second. Haven't run this in a week or two.
Just a
But let's
person.
see.
What's going on, buddy?
We'll see what's happening. Yeah, normally the smelters never stop running. They just run continually. And okay, I'll see what happens when he. Oh, okay. That arm shut off, then it came back on. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to disconnect these guys and just leave them on for now. One of the reasons I had them cutting off is this base does not have RTGs, so everything is wind and solar and a backup generator. So I try to be careful, and in all my configurations have auto arms and anything else that uses power. If it's not being used, I shut it off,
Gotcha.
or it shuts itself off. I know a number of people have reported issues with sensors not firing correctly if you're not there. I think you even observed that with the train station, or with the rail station.
I know.
So hopefully we'll get an update to some of that.
Elijah, what's going on, buddy? Rajit, what's up, bud? Did I pronounce that right? Or is it Rajat? Rajat? It's cool. This setup's really cool. Maybe you guys want to share this on the shared when people want to check it out.
Yeah, we certainly can put a copy of it up, and they can either run the LT or just play around with some of the bases that people have set up. I think Wolf has a base somewhere, hidden as usual.
Right. On campus, what's going on? My storage sensors are glitchy on my trains. When they sense that the train is full, sometimes they won't go. Yeah. It's tough, man. Is this a public map? Yeah, this is on the public server. They haven't put it on the shared folder yet, but it sounds like Ron is going to do that, though.
Yeah, I'll do it after tonight, both so people can play around with it, and also it runs much better standalone. Oh, by the way, I have a copy of it standalone that I've been running with, and you know, with the render distance is better. We don't have the audio glitches. I did have it crash, I think once, just once since I've had it. On the dedicated server, on some days it crashes 5 or 6, not the server crashing, the client.
Client
crash.
crashes, yeah.
Yeah, five or 6 times a day on a bad day. But I'm always, in every single case, able to just log back in and pick up where I left off. We have had the server itself crash several times, and of course it rolls back when it does that. So
Right.
that's a bit annoying. But
15
those
minutes
problems,
less.
those problems have been reported, and hopefully we'll see some fixes on those also.
Yeah, Elijah, the public server's on DS Info on the Discord under the Astroneer section. Read the rules and jump on in. DB, I think it's social is the command. If the cloud is running. Sometimes I don't understand this cloud. I tell it to run and then shuts off, and it's weird. Minuet, how you doing? Long time no see. Michael G got slapped. Michael G can't over social, buddy.
I just ordered a round of lithium. You see the rocket take off. The scrap line will wake up. It'll, let's see, it'll take 8 times 4. So it'll take 32 pieces of resin to refill everything. If you look, you'll see the car just took off for the, I think that's an orange beacon, a yellow beacon, whatever. That's where the rail station is. And it's going to get more resin.
Nice. I was on the other side. How you, I see that you got this funky delay repeat stack timer.
Okay, that one's special and it's really not a part of the, let's take it out.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at nothing.
Yeah. It's for when you want to just top off the canister, so you need only 1 or 2 pieces of something. That's the only reason for having this. I can control how much scrap is put on the rocket. It's hard to get 1 or 2 pieces because of the automation with the main tray platform.
All right.
So that's just for finishing touches.
Gotcha.
So the button to the left, this guy, switches whether or not the item you're trading for needs to be smelted or not. If the light's on in the back, the 3 arms will pick it up and put it on the smelters, and they will in turn set it up to be picked up by the roving rovers.
Gotcha.
Or the rail cars. If it's in the front, it doesn't need smelting and goes straight to this this silo here.
Mikey, how you doing? Let's go back over there.
Check the stumper, see if it needs moving.
Finally finished mine. Like I said last time, it was a slog, although I didn't do automation production other than 2 extractors. Like you said, we don't do smart here. Hey man, do it any way you can. I don't know, I started that saying because I used to get a lot of min-maxers on the channel. People overly want to be efficient. And they want to min-max everything to the max. To the absolute. It's like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, if I can get it to work, then cool. It doesn't have to work efficiently. Shopco, how you doing? Sorry, I'm munching on these Chinese sunflower seeds. They're different. They're different. I didn't like them the first time I tried them. The flavor is something to get used to. It's not shrimp flavored or anything like that. Gonzalez, how you doing, man? Did any of you guys start up a new game after you played like the current amount of hours? I just did, and the game is like completely different. I enjoyed it a lot more. Well, yes. We start new saves all the time. But when was the last time you played? If it was a long time ago, they've added so much stuff. Love setting up a good automation system, then tinkering with it over time, make it more efficient. Sometimes it's a good idea. Sometimes it's a bad idea. Right? I never understood the description on the repeaters and sensors. My brain gets and I'm trying to understand it. I know, the little ding ding bell thing kind of driving me bonkers. Doing aluminum? Yeah. You had to do compound? Oh my god. How long did that take? Compound must have taken a while, right? I just got kicked from the host. Did you
It crashed.
It crashed. No. How long does it take to come back?
Typically about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well, I can, if you post that save file.
You want to run it standalone?
Yeah, if it's just you and I can run it standalone.
Sure.
All right.
Oh, you can just grab it from the server, right?
From the server right now?
Yep. Grab it'll be the last save. So.
Is it okay that I don't do that? I'm on the stream and I don't want to see people see stuff.
Oh, okay. I'll what, direct message?
I think it's going to be too big for direct message, right?
No, it's not. It's less than. It's about 6.5 gigs.
All right, I'll take it. Yeah.
I mean, megs.
Yep. Is that why I have to drive to the toilet car? I'm maxing and you're minning. Faradux, what's up, buddy? Logic gates? Oh, yeah, right? Getting that logic stuff to work. A pain in the kabuki. Because the server crashed and we don't want to wait. Ron's getting me the save file right now, and then we'll just load it up locally. And Ron can join me. You know, the problem with sunflower seeds is it takes so much work to crack them open just to get some little ass seed. Why don't we have, like, why hasn't somebody engineered a mega sunflower seed? When you crack it open, it's like a quarter pound or something. Wouldn't that be awesome? In this day and age of genetic engineering, somebody should do that. I'm serious. All right, I'm getting the save going. Could you imagine a bird trying to fly away with that? He would like, squaw! Look what I got! What is this LTE again? What's it called?
Mass, let's see.
Brazil nuts. Same way about peanuts. I'll just save it. I made up a name. All right, I need to log out really quick. And then while I'm at it, let me be online. Start up Astroneer again. You can reproduce what you see, but you can't think up one from scratch. Yeah, it's nice when you have people that have helped you out. That junction switching. I took my first stab at it. Ron refined it. It's all Ron. But it works very well, and it's very extendable. Alright, where the heck am I at here?
Fortunately, it does not throw us back on your points. So you keep your points, but it probably put us back a little bit in the save.
Yeah, well, what's worse is that it put me... I don't even know where.
Oh, because you're now the host. You've picked up a different ID. If you look, you should see a beacon.
I see a lot of beacons.
You'll see a yellow beacon.
No, I'm nowhere near... Well, okay, I see a yellow beacon, yes.
Yeah, go towards it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is because the save was running on the server, and the server was the host. Now you're the host, so you've taken over that ID. So your ID is gone.
Alright, I see
Oh.
you. This is not where we want to be, though, right?
Nope, here, take the hoverboard. Back to the base. I've got an extra over here.
Okay, and base is back where you came from?
Right, just follow the rail line.
Alright.
We'll take you straight there. This is the outpost where the resin comes in.
Alright, it should be running faster for everybody, too. This whole thing. Let me get a Sylvie. You have a trade platform here? Or not a trade platform, but yep.
Yes,
Okay.
up on the hill.
Yep. Cover my Sylvie. Give my Sylvie some food. Eat up, baby. Eat up, baby girl. The light. That light is so good. Hoverboard, best addition to the game. I mean, for travel speed, absolutely. All right, turn these auto arms back on. Is that correct?
Right, and if they, I don't know if the triggers are back on. If so, just pull them off.
Oh, the triggers to the arms themselves.
Right,
Okay.
that's what wasn't working. So
All right.
just pull them.
I don't know that I lost many points. Did you say I was going to lose points?
You should not lose any.
Oh, I shouldn't lose any. Okay. All right, send this big boy off.
Okay, I'm moving one of the thumpers. That area is about to run out.
All right, cool.
Actually, one of the lines has 2 thumpers on it, so I'm moving both of them to a closer deposit.
This is the laterite one?
This is laterite.
Gotcha. Wish the junctions were a bit longer. The turn seems a little too small. I know they weren't trying to make this a train game, but I think they really should have put more control over lines. Some sensors to identify whether something is in the station or not in the station. I mean, the whole rail system, that's just done with signals. So if a train gets to one point and there's another signal that says, I've got an oncoming train, you stop one train and then you do another thing. Do I like memes? I suppose if they're good. Some memes are just not very good. Spicy curry. I like the name. We went to a picnic a couple weeks ago for my son's school. It was all the new sophomores getting to meet up, and a lot of Indian families there. So one Indian family brought some food. And they brought a spicy dish. And they had, and part of that dish was, it was kind of like an Indian version of a hamburger. I don't remember what, I think it was vegetarian, to be honest with you. So potato and lentil and something else that was in there. And then just seasoning. And, but they had some of the peppers that were fried up. And so, I'm a spice fan. I like spicy. So I grabbed one of the peppers, and both the son and the father were looking at me like, no, dude, don't eat that, don't eat that. And I went, oh, this little thing? And I put it in my mouth, and the look of absolutely abject terror came over their face. And I'm munching on it, and I'm eating the thing, and I'm like, I feel the heat. Wasn't that bad. And I continued to keep talking to them like nothing happened. I think I shocked their system. They were speechless for a little while. They just kept looking at me. They're waiting for me to, like, catch in a fire or something. Do I watch TikTok or YouTube shorts? Nah, not really. At the end of the stream, go to the YouTube and type, "Want a break from the OG." I think they were just saying curry, like curry is so good. Did you just finish like a train something or something like that?
No, that was one of the orbs. I'm trying to change it to be the one that I have, a particular one I use on the trains, just for decoration.
Gotcha.
I love the fact that you can now change it, you know, until you get the one you want.
On campus, take it easy. Enjoy D&D, buddy. Catch you next time, my friend. Depends on who's making the curry, for sure. Some Indian places, the spice is just too much. Now your son is going to have to live up on the reputation he just created. No, he's like totally non-spicy. The one that's going to school is the non-spicy boy. Which I just don't understand it. I'm the same way with no reaction at all. Only with hard liquor. Can drink any percentage of alcohol with no expression and it shocks people. Most of the Asian peppers start mild and they get hotter as you eat them. Personally, I prefer the flavor of the most Western peppers. Small ones are usually the hottest too. My auto mechanic is Filipino. And outside of his shop are a bunch of like little red pepper plants, and they're small, tiny little red pepper. And so I asked him, he has somebody else. He's got two shops, so he's bounced between the two. So I asked the guy that was running the shop that day, you know, what level of heat is this little tiny pepper? And he's all like, well, the guy's name is Fett. He goes, Fett eats them all the time. He pops them like candy. So they can't be that hot. So I went, okay, all right. So I ate one, and I was like, oh my God. You want to talk about blow the heat senses out. I ate it, and I was like, wow, this pepper has a lot of flavor. And I was like, hold on. Hold the phone. And the heat just kept building. It just kept building and building and building. And I think I literally had drool coming out of my mouth. I was like, I can't feel anything anymore. I burned it up here. And the guy that was running the shop, he's like, look, I don't eat those, but I was just guessing that they weren't going to be hot. Oh. That was hardcore. Habaneros, I don't really like the flavor of habanero. I can eat a habanero, but I don't like the flavor of that pepper. I prefer a jalapeno over a habanero for flavor-wise. I mean, heat-wise, they're a little bit hotter, but sounds like something similar to the bird's eye peppers. Had those in Indonesia, they were hot. You just like the spice? Ah. Jalapenos on taco all day, right? Right. Jalapenos on pizza, right. But when you guys talk about jalapenos on tacos and pizzas, are you guys doing raw jalapeno? Or are you doing pickled jalapenos? Because pickled jalapenos are nothing. Those are the nacho jalapenos that you get when you buy nachos. That's significantly different than going to a grocery store, picking up a jalapeno, cutting it open, and starting to eat it. Oh, no, 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 don't put it. Oh, you. Go, put that back. All right, let's launch another one.
How far along are you on your bikes?
Oh, .com. I'm at getting close to that 480 mark. Generally, roast jalapenos on the grill makes the flavor burst. Nice. My wife has a big garden this year. We have tons of peppers. Too many to eat. Start pickling them. I do a big garden every year too. And I've never really been into canning. So what was it? I make a what is it called? It's called espinacho, which is like jalapenos, onion, carrot, and what does it also have? It's got white broccoli, cauliflower. And so you put those on and you cook them in a brine with some other seasoning, and then you put it in and you can it. So I canned it. I like mason jar canning, and I did 2 jars, and we ate the first jar after like several hours, after I got some time to pickle a little bit. And then the other one I left in the refrigerator for months and months and forgot about it because my wife buried it in a corner. And I popped that thing open, and those things were fresh as the day that I put it in. I was amazed by it. So we're going to start doing pickling more. That was a really long story to tell you. We're going to start doing pickling more. Or canning more. Not necessarily pickling, but canning. Grew up on a farm when we were a kid. My great-grandparents were still alive. We can and preserve hundreds and hundreds. Nice. Very wet climate. Stuffed jalapenos with sausage and cream cheese, for sure. You keep the seeds in, or you take the seeds in the vein out. I guess it really depends on your spice level, right? You have lots of potatoes. I suck at growing potatoes. I don't know what the secret of growing potatoes is. Mine usually get rotten on the bottom, which I think is too much liquid. Or not enough air. I don't know what. Alright, spicy curry, take it easy, buddy. Seeds for yourself, seedless for the rest of the family. Nice. See you, brother. Sorry, I'm just kind of hanging here doing the event, chatting with people. I hope that's okay. We're not doing anything spectacular other than talking and doing the event.
Midnight, there's a canister that's running around the rail line of aluminum. When it's full, you can grab it and launch it.
All right.
It'll come right behind you. I decided I've got extra scrap and stuff. We may as well use it.
This is working out all right. I mean, we're coming along. No, we are at the 50-minute mark. No, don't put that down. We're at the 50-minute mark. We're gonna get the .com yet? No, maybe. We're getting there. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea to run to run more. As I'm looking at the numbers, maybe.
Yeah, let's run a few more.
Yeah, let's run a few more. Playing Forza and chilling. With this going on the site, nice. I gotta get my Forza up and running for the Fanatic. I keep saying that every time I do this. This week has been bad on time. I haven't even been able to get videos out. Tomorrow night's stream is up in the air. We're gonna do convoying in American Truck Simulator, and it's a big tentative. And I put that in the event, so if you guys read the event description, it's tentative. Oh man, I don't know why I keep doing. Let's go ahead and send this off. Valhalla, did you guys keep the farm though? I'm surprised somebody's not yelling, overclock, overclock. Overclock the extractor. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know about overclocking. Caladar's a pain with the constant dust clouds. I feel that way about Glacio sometimes too. While I like the look of it, it does get old after a while. Is there a new EXO request event that I missed? Yeah, this one. The one that came out with the trains. So it doesn't look like my bytes are going up.
Your bytes or your points?
My points.
They're not going up.
Nope. Let me log really quick. Why don't you log out really fast? Good night, Golden. Or DBA. Take it easy, DBA. Wait for this to come back. But it's still the same number. And every time I try to go send it off, it's not. So let me just see if it's a glitch here. Save and quit. Let's see. Load this one back up again. Not many families are interested in the old ways of making moonshine, growing tobacco and vegetables. Well, moonshine's illegal because they want you to pay the federal liquor tax. Okay, my points are definitely going up. So .com's done. I am I guess 1188 to the goal. I guess that's the main goal. Is that the main goal?
Oh, cool. Close. I feel better.
Yeah, I was getting a little worried there too.
I can't join. Oh, there you are. Wow, that was strange. Slow coming up. Headed back in.
Let's see. Here's the canister. I think Old Wolf, I think the ads will run at like top of the hour, like every hour. I'm like close to the top of the hour. Are you clicking there for some reason?
I can't. Yeah, I was trying to pick up the canister, but it looks like I can't click.
I don't see a canister there.
Right in front of you?
Nope. There's no canister there.
The one I'm running into?
Nope.
I ran right through it.
Nope. No no canister there. You don't think moonshine's illegal anymore? Not in a lot of southern states, but it's illegal to sell it? Well, that's... yeah. I think that's the same thing for a lot of states with marijuana as well, is that you could grow it for yourself for personal use, but you couldn't then turn around and sell it. Which is what those guys were doing, of course. Yeah. Your family made it back in Prohibition? I think a lot of people were making alcohol in Prohibition. I mean, I'd be surprised if people weren't making beer and wine themselves during Prohibition times. Binvike, what's up, buddy? How often do I do these special events? This is my first run at it. They do them typically, like, I won't say every time they do an update, but like quarterly, kind of. They typically holiday time. They've done one during the Halloween event, so October and then December again. And then they usually have a summer related one. So some 3-4 times a year. Every time I vape, it makes you want to vape. Stop that. Okay, here, hold on. There you go. Golden, the views improved as well. Yeah, but I got rid of the temptation for you, didn't I? I got rid of the visual. You gearing up for Conan Purge? Purging Conan? It's the sound. Stopped smoking cigs in 2016. I still craved them badly, but I've remained off of them and will not smoke again. Nice. Good job, Neil. Vaping really helped me transition out of cigarettes. You're still smoking cigs? Haven't gone the vape route yet? Go the vape route, man. Your taste buds will change, your nose will change, your lungs will clear up. You just have to get the right equipment. Went cold turkey? I've tried that a couple times. It was rough. It was rough. Alright, I'm gonna have to log in and out every once in a while. I don't know why it's not showing the points for me, but it's okay. The upfront cost is a lot, but after a while it's cheaper. Hell no, dude. You can get a mod. Okay, so for like the mods, the batteries, all of it all together, and some juice probably costs you about 100. But what, cigarettes nowadays are what, $10 a pack or something like that? Chicago, it's like 12 or 14, something stupid. Most of it's tax money. In Texas, it's 88 for a carton. Oh my God. Yeah, I went an interesting route to get off tobacco. I stopped buying packs of cigarettes and went to roll my own. Yep. And was buying an all-natural, non-chemicalized tobacco. And that made a huge difference. Went through mass withdrawals, but made a huge difference. And then I went to vaping. And it took me a while to figure out what the right equipment is to feel like a cigarette. So, at any rate. What a huge load of laterite just came in. All right, let's flip this out while I have a minute.
You logging out?
No.
Oh.
No. Just flipping over the aluminum. Trying to get a full load going up. Okay, that should have been the thinking emote. So raise your hand if you're playing Astroneer while watching Midnight play Astroneer and talking about Astroneer while planning things you're going to be doing in Astroneer. Wyatt, what's going on, man? Wyatt Freeman. Look at that. That's a great name, man. You sound like a cowboy from the West. It's Wyatt Freeman. Coming from the West. Silogen, what's up? Good vibes. A bunch of people raising a hand. Yeah, it's a strong name. It's a strong name, right? It's a seriously strong name. You must get a lot of girls with that name. Wyatt Freeman. Thank you, sir. Does learning digital logic designs to create machines in Astroneer count? Sure does. Type of new legends I'm playing right now. You're still crying in private because your wife didn't let you name any of your children? My wife didn't let me name any of my children either. Dear God, Mr. Freeman. Wasn't that the name of the oh God, what was that stinky video game? Half-Life? Wasn't it the Half-Life character name? Freeman? Was Wyatt one of those geeks in Weird Science? The movie Weird Science? Was there Wyatt in Weird Science? Gordon Freeman. Gordon Freeman. A relative, for sure. All right, just to see how close. As soon as this comes back, I will.
Okay.
I will log. I wonder if I can just. Did I leave the game last time? I think I left the game last time. Let me just log out of the save and back in and see if I can see the points. I'm doing compound. Should I be doing aluminum instead? Does anybody know the conversion rate? It's higher for the better stuff, right?
1 point for compound, 3 for aluminum, 5 for tungsten carbide, and I think it's 15 for nanocarbon.
There you go. And there it is.
And in one of the saves, we tried nanocarbon, and it just was not worth the effort. It's perfect for those folks who've already set up a nanocarbon alloy farm, you know, a factory and they've got tons of it, good use of it. But if you're doing it from scratch, it's a lot of effort.
Right. I'm sorry, did you jump out? I just led to the main menu, sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, if I don't jump, it'll kick me. Either way, I end up in the air.
Okay. Let me go back in and see if it updated.
Yeah, hopefully you're getting close.
Gordon, Morgan, Wyatt, good movie. Any ideas what could be the new update they tweeted about? I would love a bigger base. Overall base building. Did they recently put out a tweet? When did they do that? I missed it. I think it is updating. It's 831 to the goal. Let's go look. I don't see anything from Astroneer. G-Man, what's going on, bud? How you been, my friend? What planet do I recommend for a nanocarbon farm? I don't know. Is there one good one for a nanocarbon farm? Probably Glacio, right? Since you have to do the titanium carbide, but you're still going to need... isn't copper part of that whole process?
You're going to need helium, which is Atrox.
Helium, Atrox, right? Atrox and... Doesn't Visania give helium? No, just Atrox. Yeah, you got to have a lot of stuff. I think, you know... I posted the URL Twitter from Twitter, but I think it was filtered. A lore update? Let me see what they're saying on the Discord. On the Astro Discord. Usually they have like leek soup, right? Nothing in leak soup. Announcement. Twitter feed. Oh, the one with this piece? Since everyone is asking, yes, more updates will be coming out those years. Those who want more lore narrative, prepare yourselves. Sweet. So there it is. Lore galore. Trademarking that. It's mine. Can't use it. Could sell the video card you currently have and use the money for a new one, improved one. You're not going to get much for a 1050. Keep finding tethers at bases I haven't been to in a while. Where's my shredder? Hashtag lore. Lore. Wasn't Lore Data's brother?
Correct.
Just did compound because I have a system already with compound. Yeah, sure. I mean, do what you want to do, man. Do what makes you happy. Someone knows their lore. Go gadget. 120. I needed 8, so I need to set off like 7 more of those. So that was 1. 6 more. I'm patiently waiting for my new deposit. My new. Are you getting more?
I am, but the last reload messed up for some reason. There's this issue. Sometimes on a reload, any sensors you have attached to the rails.
Stop.
They don't. Well, no, they will be, 200 feet away, floating in midair.
Oh, yeah.
Still attached to the vehicle.
Yes.
So when the vehicle move, they move.
Yes. Oh, I have that in one of my videos. Yes.
But the problem is the pins have disconnected. So the cars at the remote rail station, half of them stopped running. So I'm connecting them back up now. We'll be going in a second.
Come on. Stop doing that to me. Why can I not connect this? Turkey head. For some reason, it's not letting me attach to the top of the rocket anymore. Not that one anyways. This freaking auto arm's killing me here. And well, that one. Weird. Alright, solve this problem. Oh, this is holding scrap, that's why. Oh, that's why that's sitting over there. Hey, that's a scrap thing. You took the canister with you. I thought you had the other canister laid around.
Sorry.
The people are all like, that's scrap. I'm like, that's not gonna work, you dodo head. I saw that. G-Man, you haven't been around so long. This is a completely new game for you. What were you saying, Ron?
I have that canister over at the trade platform. It's probably full. I'm still repairing the rail station.
All right.
But if you look at the right next to the rail line, I put the canister in place of the silo.
I should probably refill it then, right? Exchange it.
Yeah, if you put the empty one there, and then I'll crank it up again as soon as I get more resin coming in.
All right, well, I can send this partial off.
Every single car lost its connection, and there are 5 of them, rail cars. Strange.
Midnight, have you ever anyone use Switch gaming perks on you? No, I don't have a Switch. Don't know if that would be a good thing. Do you know a way to make the train item filter, or anyone that does? Do you know any way to make a train item filter? When you're talking about train item filter, are you talking about it pulling stuff off of the train? What exactly do you speak of, sir? What is this mystical thing that you're talking about? Oh, Switch game for crew coins? No one has. No one has ever switched games. And that would be a bad one to do tonight. Hey, you know what? Do me a favor. You really want to do that? I'm game for that, but let's do that at another time. Only because my week is so weird right now. Don't even have half of that. That's why I made it so big. Mr. Peeps. Last thing I saw was the aero vehicle. The production lines are new to me. Ah, you've missed a lot. You have missed a lot, my friend. Cabbage, what's going on? Very cool base. I did tungsten carbide. Yep. Not my base. Ron and you also said, who else has been on this base?
Kill, Michael.
Okay, Kill, Michael.
And Zen.
And Zen. All right. Those guys have been working on this base. Filter a junction by carried item. I mean, we kind of have something. The video I did is kind of similar. It's not really a filter junction. It's more along the lines of it goes to just one processing area, and then it restricts that line, holds that line until the train is empty, and then frees up the line after it passes a certain point. That's the switching rails tutorial. Yeah, they need to have a little bit more automation added to the stations. I agree that they should have some sort of filter at the station. I only accept this type of goods. Yeah, there's a couple things that they definitely could add for quality of life type of stuff. Would you show us a tour of the underground area? This is not my base. I'm only utilizing this base for the LTE. But I don't think there's... I mean, the underground is just to resources, right?
Yeah, there's nothing else down. The rail lines just run out to the resource extractors.
Yeah. Son just started your first day at elementary school this week? Nice. Sons of the Forest. Is that a game I should be looking? What kind of game is that? Let me look it up really fast. Sons of the Forest. Horror game? Sons of the Forest. Survival horror open world multiplayer. Nah, not up my alley. Kind of like Children of the Corn, Sons of the Forest. The Ashes of Creations game? You know, I do have an area in Discord for suggestions, and I look there very often, sir. I don't. It doesn't ring a bell. Ashes of Creation. Ashes of Creation, not on Steam. Is it a not for Steam game? You did suggest it? It doesn't look familiar. And you go to their website and their screenshots are crap. That doesn't give me a lot of confidence. When you're posting a blurry screenshot, you know. Let's see here. PC Gamer. Ashes of Creation looks promising, but the MMO's vision is unclear in alpha. That doesn't sound very promising to me. No, that's got to be old news. Sing it. Sing it to us, brother. One day when I have time, watch a video on it. All right. Next week, after Monday, both my sons will be in school. I'll be back to normal stuff. Bit over MMOs was great when I was younger. Yeah, MMOs, I was hoping, excuse me, New World would have been my new MMO, but then it got weird. I haven't been back to it since we left. I got very close to level 60 and then was like, Probably should go back and see if they fixed all this stuff up. Screw New World. You're like, New World. They lost 90% of their player base because they weren't defined, right? I mean, they went into beta. Yeah, it was an Amazon game. They went into beta. Everybody was like, we don't really care for the PvP stuff. So instead of pushing the schedule, instead of, you know, changing the game focus to be player versus everything with the PvP aspect, they tried to take the PvP stuff and convert some of it. And Yeah, it just didn't work out very well. The whole concept didn't work out very well. It was like you're grinding really hard to just pay your taxes on your house. It was like, it was ridiculous. You can set up simple rails. Watch the first Rails video, Neil. There's some very simple Rails set up. Yeah, if you messed up the game, launch your toast. Yes, I mean, I enjoyed the game. Don't get me wrong. I played it for many hours. I enjoyed the game. I think that they really needed to go back and reevaluate what they were doing, what they were trying to accomplish with the game. All right, as soon as this comes back, let me drop back to menu and then...
Okay.
A gamer once said you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you have to do is take what worked from other MMOs and do it better. I agree that they needed to go back and look at some of the things that they're doing from other MMOs. Drop this stuff off. All of these crate resources. Butcher, what's up? All right, let me drop to the menu here really fast. You ready?
Okay.
Why don't you log out so you don't get weirded? Stop playing with your train tool.
I'm out.
Your train tool is all over the place. All right, let me just get out there real fast. Rift, played Rift for a long time. Going back in again. Give me just 1 second. Just working. Here, you butcher. Hugo, I'm afraid that the creators of Astroneers aren't going to add hostile. No, they're not. Totally not. There's no interest in adding anything hostile. There's no interest in adding in funky creatures or anything along those lines. It says 300 to goal. Close to 300. Started a new game of Astroneer last week, but you're nice.
So 3 more launches should do it, right?
Think so.
Nice.
Oh, sure. The plants have always been in there. Plant hostels have always been in there. But the environmental, even they toned down the environmental stuff, right? There's no more creepy crawlies that were on the roof of the caves, which were awesome because those were the ones that would always get me. Go around the corner and all of a sudden it's like, dang. And then some of the other ones that they got rid of on various planets. And of course storms, which people either love or hate. Is that the new way of drinking bourbon? A big giant canister. I wish they would add storms as an optional, so people who didn't want to have storms didn't have to have storms. Got the first 2 snails and head to Glacio to start the rail quest. Nice. Those quests are pretty long. Those are pretty lengthy quests. We did how many hours with Blink Blink? 4 hours with Blink Blink, and we got several snails taken care of and a little bit of like the first part of the rail quest done with 2 people. So for, as a single player, gonna take a little while. I enjoyed my single player run-throughs of those particular quest lines, and I like the writing on the train quest lines a lot more than it did on the snails. It had more humor to it. Somebody got their funny on with the the rail one. They just finished the rest of the snails last week? Nice. The snails are so useful. They're so incredibly useful. I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. If you guys are watching on the Twitch side, hit that follow button, hit that notification icon. And if you happen to have a Prime burning a hole in your pocket and want to donate it somewhere, I'll be more than happy to take it. Otherwise, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I'm just waiting for stuff to come back. Come back to me. Is a Prime on Twitch a monthly thing? Yeah, I think it's, you get, it re-ups. You give it away to somebody, and then like when the month expires, you get to give somebody else again. Butcher, thanks for the tier 1 sub, man. Appreciate it. Tim's, thanks for subscribing. Butcher gifted 2 tier 1 subs to the Midnight community. Whoa! Blindham got 1, and a Legomo. I'm so horrible with names. Thanks for the gifts, man. Really appreciate it. Cabbage subscribed with a Prime sub. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are very generous. Thank you. Thank you. What's Twitch? Twitch is a streaming platform. Amazon. Amazon based. So if you happen to do the Amazon Prime thing, then you get like a lot of little stuff. Ingo, I'm dyslexic, and I find it very hard to pronounce things, so I apologize if I butchered your name, man. It's just me. Oh, what's my Twitch? OneLastMidnight. Is it OneLastMidnight? I'm pretty sure it's OneLastMidnight. Yeah, it's OneLastMidnight. I had to go with OLM Games on, what was it, Facebook and on Twitter. I got my username correct, unlike most. I know, you know, you don't get lucky on a lot of platforms. You just don't get lucky. And what's the worst thing about my name is that I got my name before they came out with, I guess they came out with a song called One Last Midnight in some movie, and it was like, oh, did you name after that movie and or after that song? I'm like, no. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Song? No. I was getting your attention because somebody gave you a gift sub. You got a hype train? Oh, the hype train's closing in 2 minutes. Wow, we have a hype train going. Nice! Hype train! Get on the hype train! I rarely have hype trains, but thank you guys for contributing to the hype trainage. Yeah, that's helpful. Just throw it over there. Yeah. Just throw it around. Hey, that's the full one. That's the full. I can't get it on there. There we go.
Sorry about that. I think I've been hanging around auto arms too long.
Daniel, take it easy, buddy. Have a good night. I don't know why it wouldn't snap to me for me. I mean, it just would not do it. Hype train incoming! Woo! Thank you for the cheers, Zur. Appreciate it. All right, let's. I think I'm really close, man. Let's send this one off.
Check and
see.
see.
It said 290 before. How many have we done? Two. This would be 2 or 3. We'll deliver this one off, and then we'll check. Yeah, Blink Blink said that, well, we played Astroneer. Blink Blink said she doesn't play Astroneer that much because it wasn't a big draw for her. But I saw her playing last Thursday, and she had some pretty good numbers. She had like 65 or 75 people watching. That's a bigger draw than some of the other stuff she does. Butcher gave out another community sub. Way to go, buddy. Gifted a total of 3. Dog Miner got that community sub. Give some love to Butcher. I mean, I think people still love Astroneer. It's got a great following, great community. I think everybody loves it so much they just want more, right? It's funny, Joe tweeted a couple weeks ago something along the lines of, it's going to be nice not to make a early access game so that people don't turn around and post suggestions or ideas about the game. And I'm like, dude, my response was, dude, it has nothing to do with early access. You're still going to get people requesting features for your game. It's the game that keeps on giving? Yes. Race Gastan, thanks for the follow. Sorry if I messed that up. Alright, Ron, let me log really quick. Let's see where we're at.
I'm out.
Alright. Cabbage Royal for the follow. Thanks, bud. We got 2 minutes left on the hype train. Person Goo, what's going on, bud? Jump back in the game here. For some reason, the reason I'm going out and coming back in is because for some reason it's not giving me an accurate. Still kind of wonder why they didn't do a big cosmetic store or something to actively fund game updates. They have a store. They have the cosmetic store. Have you not seen? 93. This last one will do it. It's right here. The outfitter store. They got stuff in there. And they fund you buy your qubits. They're not cheap for qubits. They put that out there. They're not doing bad for numbers. So I did a video on this, but a while back, Joe was being transparent and put the numbers. What was it? They made 43 million. Does that sound right? 23 or 43 million. One or the other off of Astroneer. I mean, just think of all the platforms that they've gone out to. So all the sales on Steam, and then all the Xbox and Switch and PC, PS5 and PS4 or whatever, and I'm sure that they'll add another one in there. Hype Train 2 just went off. Completed. 6 gift subs, 100 bits. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. Ever died on a mountain and lost your jetpack or something important? Got so mad at the mountain you spent 2 hours flattening it as revenge? Not that specific scenario, no. But that sounds great. Alright, let's launch this one off. This is the last one that we need. This will complete the forge ahead. So let's see if I can show you the stuff that I've got for this. Was it a... What was it? A mask? A palette? What was it? What was the new ones? The .com is a blinky green. The hat, did we get a hat for this?
You got a mask.
A mask. What was the mask called? Was that the last one though?
Those are hats, right?
I had the emote that we got, which is thinking. The thinking emote. And then the other one is the one that I just got, which I'd have to log really. Let me log again really fast, Ron.
Okay.
To get that last one, show people.
I'm out.
All right, come back to the main menu really fast. And let's get the last one here. You wish the paver miner attachments would get a fixed setting for height depth? Yeah, angle. I'd like a fixed setting for angle. Never change the angle until I tell you to do so. Yep, totally done. And so let's go back and look at the other one that we got, which was Forge Ahead. That was the mask, right? Visor. That's that's what's his name, Visor, out of Star Trek. LaForge.
Jordy.
Jordy the Forge. Jordy's visor. Sweet. Sweet. We did it, Ron. We did it. Yay. I have, yeah, I have it. What do I have? Do I have any good emotes on here? Yes, no. There. Oh, we did it. What else I got? Confused train whistle? I got my train whistle. Menu ad, have a good night. Yeah, and I think that's it for me tonight, too. I'm sorry to cut it a little short tonight. I have a huge day tomorrow. Wife's birthday tomorrow. My son is going to boarding school tomorrow. So a lot of stuff is going on. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for contributing to the hype trains. And Butcher, man, for your gift subs. Thank you so much. And everybody who's subscribed or followed today, thank you again. And we'll tomorrow's up in the air. Tomorrow's really up in the air. So I may or may not be streaming, but if I am streaming tomorrow, it's going to be American Truck Simulator, and we're doing some convoys. Needs a at the end of it. That's it. Have a lovely evening, everybody. Ron, thank you so much. Thanks for your help, man.
Welcome. More than welcome. We'll put this save up on the share area, and I'll post the message in DS chat.
Awesome. Yeah, for those of you guys that didn't catch that, we have a shared save folder. If you haven't already, go to the Discord, look in the shared save folder area. There's some information in there. People post some notes about the stuff, about their shares. That there's a ton of people who have shared their save files. Ron and several in the community have put up some incredible save files. So if you go there, you can pull them down, you can load them up. This is PC only, but there is, I think Gina's got a link for converting PC into Xbox if you want to do that. But at any rate, gotta go. See you guys. Bye, everybody. Thanks again, Ron.
Bye.